Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 202, and this one's called Third Set, so I'm excited. We're getting into the third battle going on, so because of that, I'm gonna give my predictions for the next three. So the big thing is, we're 1-1 now. It's clear that not one is going to completely just demolish the other when it comes to the two classes. So what I think is going to happen, I'm basing this mostly just off of Monoma's running gag of the rivalry between classes A and B, is that since things are 1-1, the next two are going to make it 2-2, and it's all going to come down to whether Monoma wins or loses, being whether Class B has won more or Class A has won more. So I feel like that's going to be something, because of Monoma being in the last one, that's going to happen. And also because the last one's kind of Izuku's as well, but it's more the Monoma thing, and I don't know if that's going to be a serious development type thing or if it's just going to be a comedy thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So for the next two, things could really go either way. So I was thinking at first, I was like, okay, the next one has Ida and Todoroki, I believe, so they could have two main characters get wins and be developed that way really easily. Or I think they're going against Tetsu, who's one of the more developed members of Class B, so they could give, Horikoshi could give Tetsu a win, or use this to establish Honanuki, since we know that he's one of the people that were admitted through recommendations, to establish Honanuki as more of a threat. So they could actually lose this, and characters can be developed through losses. Like last week, I was kind of hoping Momo's team would lose because Momo has gotten some of her best development through her losses that lead to future triumphs. So then we would have the Bakugo one, and I was thinking, it would really be a crazy establishing thing for Class B if they beat Bakugo, who has Izuku has called him as the incarnation of victory, who's beaten both Izuku and Todoroki before. But I don't really think they'll do that. I think Horikoshi wants to keep riding Bakugo pretty strong among the students, so I don't know, it could go either way. Bakugo could eat a loss, or Ida and Todoroki could eat a loss. It could go either way. And then lastly, either way it goes, it's going to be a comedy thing down to what Monoma's team would do. But if you want more predictions, I can discuss it more next week if you want. I don't want to get too much into this before getting into reading, so I think less than 3 minutes is a good place to cut that off. So let's read 202, and then we can discuss it a bit afterward. So, we're starting off with Kinako. Sorry about that, Tokiyami. Want a throat lozenge? I don't need your pity. Just make sure to get some medicine from Recovery Girl, okay? Where has Komori Kinako been this whole series? She is such an adorable best girl. And Tokiyami's still coughing. And now we see Momo in a wheelchair with Kendo. You humans actually need to train to get stronger? Laughable. We should just bring the nurse out here. Humans are so inefficient. And we still have more of the robots and their snarkiness. So Momo's shaking and wobbling. Maybe it's because she used up so much fat or something, and this is a drawback to her quirk. Shinso and Aizawa's faces, they're so similar. That's some pretty extensive destruction, in contrast to the first match. That's just how it is with Hero Course training. But they did destroy just a little too much, and oh my god, they tore up a chunk of the place. They did destroy a little too much. Fukudashi, Kendo, as I'm sure you're already aware, you must keep the damage to the absolute minimum after the second match. While we move the stage, I suppose we can take a short break. Okay, and that's both the teachers. So maybe we're gonna have a break before the third set starts, and we're not gonna see it starting to the end of this. Oh well. Man, Class B really is full of tough fighters, huh? We could say the same about you. Fukudashi, I can't believe you can shoot out such huge projectiles. Yeah, but it gives me a wicked sore throat. It's tough to put up with. This goes without saying, but it's not just everyone's quirks that have improved. Their mental growth serves to augment the strengths of their quirks even further. And we have Izuku taking notes, sitting with Ashido and Uraraka, and that's probably Mineta over to the left, or his left. You sure are riding a lot, says Uraraka. You've improved a lot too, Deku. I hope that's the case. Yeah, but you still can't hold a candle to me, says Mineta. Young Midoriya. Yes, sir. I am quietly here. A moment, please. Well, aren't they close, says Ashido. To follow up on our conversation before, has anything felt off since then? Nothing in particular. I see. And of course, we're probably going to get some development for Izuku seeing these visions once he faces off with Shinso again in the finals. Or in the final match, at least. I'm planning on asking Gran Torino to see if my master ever mentioned anything to him about it. But for the time being, take care. In the 5th match, you'll face off against young Shinso, a piece of the puzzle as far as the vestiges are concerned. Okay? Hey, says Bakugo walking up. Wow, Judd, you scared me. Okay? You assholes forced me to keep my mouth shut, so quit trying to sneak away in broad daylight to have a secret little chat, damn it. You'll get found out. Don't me. Did something happen with One for All? It activated on its own. Okay, so now we have the skip for them explaining it. I can't tell if you're improving or regressing. So when the hell are you gonna make it your own, huh? I'm stronger than I was back when I fought with you, you know. Well, now I'm even more eager, says Izuku. Is young Bakugo showing concern in his own way? Thinks All Might. What the hell are you smiling about? Really pisses me off when you do that. Cut that shit out. Maybe not. Alright. Well then, we've moved the... Okay, so we are going to get straight into this. Well then, we've moved the stage around a bit. So, let's continue. Get ready. Okay, now we have the next team is Pony Tsunotori, Sen Kaibara. He's the one whose name I always forget. Juzo Hononuki and Tetsu 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 Tetsu. Okay, get ready for the 3rd set. Cute. Pony's costume I really like. I don't really like Hononuki's costume very much. Because he has like a cool design with the skull face and stuff, so to hide his face with the costume seems a bit of like, I don't know, seems backwards. You make a cool design and then you want to hide it? Give the mask to somebody like with a boring face design. Either way. And then they're of course against Ida, Todoroki, Shoji, and Ojiro. See, I don't want these 4 to lose, but I don't know, maybe Bakugo's team will be the one to lose. Either way. Moving along. Todoroki, and now we have Tokiyami, was given medicine and is feeling better. I really showed you a pathetic side of myself out there, but I leave the rest to you. Why me, he says. Hawks, Endeavor, because we both studied under the heroes who fought valiantly in that recent battle. We also carry the burden of representing the number 1 and number 2. And then Ida looks back. Yeah, that battle. And Todoroki's thinking back. We must learn this technique as well. Okay. Don't run away from me. So is Todoroki gonna bust out a prominence verb? Okay. Don't run away from me. Don't run away from yourself. Stand up. Quit pretending to be so frail. Toya's case was okay, so I was not expecting to learn more about Toya here. Toya's case was regrettable. He possesses even greater firepower than mine, and yet he inherited Rei's weak constitution. He was almost perfect. Almost. So again, more of Toya sounding a bit like Dabi. And that might be why his flames are blue all the time. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. But you're the one, Shoto, at long last. To you, and only you, can I pass on this technique. With it, you can accomplish my ambition. Okay, so maybe not the best way to have learned it, but Todoroki's gonna bust out something crazy, I guess. Todoroki, are you alright? You're making a strange face, I see. Am I? You were. Are you troubled over something? It's nothing. Thanks, though. Todoroki's expression never really changes that much, so I had no idea. I'm impressed you could tell, says Ojiro. But of course, I am the class president, after all. I will always lend a hand to a classmate in need. You're in awfully high spirits. Same as always, I guess, says Shoji. Recently, my brother's been making really good progress. We were getting a lot of development I was not expecting this chapter. Ah, that's great. I'm also representing Ingenium's good name, you know? And because I'm always watching you all, that means I'm always being watched by everyone as well. Although, I tied for 3rd in the sports festival, I placed 3rd all the same. So, allow me to show you all the spirit of the Inheritor. And he puts on his helmet. Alright? You know, I've always been treated like an idiot, but even though I'm dull, I still made it into UA. It's not like I've lived my whole life without thinking at all. And we have Tetsu Tetsu. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, says Kaibara. The members of this team aren't good at searching around for the enemy, or their weak points, or anything like that. That's true. In that case, what should we do, guys, huh? There's only one answer. Or, wait, he was trying to say, we just talked about, and then he cuts him off. There's only one answer. Huh? Tear everything down, duh, and he starts busting through everything. That's exactly what an idiot would do. And then we have Todoroki's team with all the clanging. Was he not listening to what I just said? Says Vlad King. Little tricks and schemes will not work here. And then, of course, we have Real Steel. Translator's note, Steel is Horikoshi spelling and may or may not be an error. Yeah. Don't know, because, yeah, the may or may not be an error. I think it's probably an error and Horikoshi will fix it for the volume release or something. Somebody will probably tell him. Come on, bring it. Let's have a good head-on fight. And of course, that's not actually the worst idea, because I'm pretty sure Kaibara was training with Izuku, so I'm pretty sure he's at the camp under Tiger. So I would assume he's probably like a melee fighter as well. So it kind of makes sense for that group, if they're melee fighters, to just get into a fight. Dude, they have friggin' Todoroki over there, says Kaibara. Well, this isn't so bad. We still have options, and we have Hononuki. We don't have a hero name for him there. Always thinking flexibly, aren't you, Juzo? Jeez, don't keep us in the dark like that. And we have Pony. See, Pony's speaking English. That means she's mad. Okay, so that must have been just in English to begin with. Tetsu Tetsu doesn't mean any harm. In fact, his approach plays to our strengths. You're even flexible in dealing with people's complaints, Juzo. Their aim is most likely to bring this to a head-to-head battle, says Todoroki. Let's do this, Class A, Team 3. Neither side will back down. Next issue will be on hiatus. Okay, so we had One Piece off this week, Boku no Hero Academia off next week. I don't mind it. Gives Horikoshi a break, and it means when we come back we're probably in for a pretty good chapter. Any more pages? Oh, yep, there is something else. It's a little thing here. What is this? Excavation Hero Power Loader. Although he's a teacher in the Hero course, he also possesses a license for developing support items. Hatsume Mei, a first-year support course student who loves inventing. It's back, the Hiroaka official spin-off. I like when they do these. The Excavation Hero's depression. Lately I've been troubled over something, and the cause is none other than the support course's Hatsume Mei. Ever since she moved into the dorm, she's been here at the lab around the clock working on new inventions. She certainly does have the skills and motivation, but, and we have a huge explosion, her abilities are unprecedented in that she blows up the lab on a regular basis. Don't get too carried away, alright? And we have just the simple positive Nezu, and both of them are bowing in apology. It's great. Now let's do it again. We finally got everything cleaned up. Hatsume, if you pull a stunt like that again, you'll be banned. Got it? And he always threatens to ban her. No worries. Even I won't make the same mistake twice. Baby number 53. Even if there's an explosion, as long as we hide it inside Shelter Protect Goon, we'll be safe no matter how strong the shock. Isn't it cute? Don't go inventing things under the assumption there'll be another explosion. Torture device, baby. Mr. Powerloader, I've become aware of your concerns, and, as a student of the support course, I want to help resolve your worries. Hatsume, so you finally understand. And then nope, she straps him into a torture device. You're distressed over your modest height of 155 centimeters, aren't you? Once I fire this baby up, you'll be taller in no time. You've got it all wrong. I'm distressed over your eccentricity. Hatsume's debut is in Volume 4 of the comic. If you haven't already read it, check it out. Okay? And that was it. Okay, that was really good. That was really fun. Again, Toya and Todoroki development here that I was not expecting whatsoever, and hinting that Todoroki's going to bust out a prominence burn or some other kind of crazy technique that was taught to him by Endeavor that Endeavor couldn't pass on to Toya. And it also develops sort of the thing where, again, we don't have full confirmation, but at this point, if Dabi isn't Toya, or Dabi isn't at least strongly related to Toya in some way, then it's not going to make sense, all the development we've been given. So working under the presumption that he is or closely related to Toya, he has flames a lot stronger than Endeavor's naturally, which would explain why they're blue all the time. But what's cool about that is he has the strong flames, but he doesn't seem to have ice at all, and whatever this technique is something that he wasn't taught. So this could be something that in the future can be an equalizer between Todoroki and Dabi, who we've seen as kind of the villain rival to Todoroki. Kind of like the villain rival to Izuku would be Shigaraki, of course. So yeah, what else was I thinking about saying? Forgot some. Oh yeah, and development for Ida talking about his brother more, and maybe Ida actually doing something, because Ida in the series rarely does anything. To be kind of considered a main-ish character, he pretty much never does anything. So it'll be cool to actually see something from Ida. But yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk about. I'm really excited for this fight. I think, unless they had that development for Todoroki and Ida, because I was thinking Bakugo's going to win his, and Todoroki and Ida are going to take the loss and learn from it. But we got this development for them that's making me think maybe Todoroki and Ida won't take a loss, so maybe Bakugo has to take the loss. And I mean, that would be good for both strengthening Class B's presence and also, like, giving Bakugo a humbling moment to work past. And he doesn't necessarily have to lose like in a straight fight. Maybe somebody from that team can trick him into capturing him or something. Though that would take away from how smart Bakugo typically is. So, yeah, this is really good in that I don't know who's going to win. I genuinely have no clue, which is great. So, yeah, I guess that's it for this one. If you want to discuss more, of course, we can discuss more in the comments and on Twitter and on Discord. So if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Boku no Hero Academia, both anime and manga. Once the anime is back, I'll be reviewing it again, of course. I want to do a favorite characters video sometime, and there are other discussions I'd like to do too when I have the time. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there. If you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord about the series or any other series or anything, it's free and open for anybody to just hang out. So if you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.